coworker go out on maternity leave at work, so I've been very busy. But nonetheless, here we are for April Love, and I just have to say, for you guys, very interesting reading, and I am being pulled in 1,000 different directions about what is being depicted here. So, depending on your situation, this is going to play out vastly different, actually. Just trying to think of where to even begin. Okay, for some of you Aries, I feel as though you have been dating two people, or you have been pulled in two directions towards two different people, or you are an Aries who has found out that your partner has been dating another person. And I say you've found out because we have the Tower at the base of this reading, so you already know this information. And then with the Moon reversed crowning the reading, that's definitely secrets coming out, okay? For others of you, I feel like you are dating somebody who has like some emotional or mental issues that aren't outrightly obvious. And I say this because your reading consists of 4 major arcana cards and then just 2 court cards. There's no minor arcana. And what you have here is the the Knight of Pentacles upright, and then the Knight of Cups reversed. What sits in between that is the Devil and then the Chariot. So there's this big emphasis of duality going on in your reading. So for some, I feel like you're dating somebody who really goes through some crazy emotional mood swings, and it's like you never really know what you're going to get from that person. When things are good, everything is fine, they're happy, they're easy to get along with, they're a lot of fun, but then they get into this funk where they are emotionally unstable, maybe even mentally unstable. It's just really heavy energy that's hard for you to deal with, and you're feeling really pulled in 2 directions. You know, do I stay? Do I go? Is this worth it at the end of the day? And for others of you, I feel as though there's somebody in the past who presented themselves in one light, and you're just now beginning to see them in a different light, and it's rather shocking. So, you guys don't have, like, bad cards, but they're not, I don't want to say they're not good. It's just a very interesting spread of energy, shock, and definitely some secrets or things coming out in the month of April, or you're dealing with the aftermath of that information already surfacing. And I feel as though for you guys there may be a sense of some love loss, meaning whatever this information is, or if you're dealing with a very difficult person, or if you have been juggling more than one relationship, it's like all of that's coming to an end, and you're not as emotionally involved coming into the near future as you may have been in the past, okay? And I say that with this reverse Knight of Cups. And I feel as though it's really you, Aries, that is making a decision to walk away, but it's not even like it's at the decision stage yet. It's almost like your emotions, your love for somebody, your interest, your admiration for somebody is dying, or is leaving you. It's dissipating because of their behaviors or information that you have found out. However, with the Devil being at the center of this reading, this could be a situation where you do feel very connected to it. maybe even kind of obsessive about it. You could have really good sex, but more than that, for some of you, with this devil and then these 2 nights and then the tower and the reverse moon, you could be dealing with somebody who's kind of stalking you or maybe very obsessed with you, and you haven't been privy to that information in the past. Like, you may have had suspicion or something, but it's like in April, it's all coming out. It's very shocking to you, but some of you definitely dealing with somebody who's been very obsessed, and I don't feel as though who you're dealing with is completely sound of mind and emotion. Like, they're off. There's something that's off inside of them or about them. And the degree in which this person stalks you or harasses you or whatever it is that you're dealing with is going to vary. But for some of you, this is some real intense energy. But overall, I see you being victorious and, breaking free of this whole situation if you choose to, okay? If you're dealing with a stalker type of situation, this could be an ex, and maybe you've refrained from reaching out to the authorities or other people in your life and telling them what's really going on because you've cared about this person, and you've been trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. But I see you coming to a place where you don't really care anymore about them. You're tired of this. You're ready to move on. You don't want to deal with it anymore. Okay, so I'm going to pull some romance angels cards to get some more information about these different situations, because normally I can hone in on, one really strong storyline going on here, but this is, like I said, this is pulling me in so many different directions. You each are dealing with this energy, and it's like playing out in very different ways for you guys, but ultimately it really seems as though you guys are just getting to the end of your rope, and you are going to walk away or finally seek some legal action, just depending on whatever the case is. And I really feel like you are going to be victorious in that, and however you wash your hands of this person, this situation, this stalker, this third, this love triangle. So let's see what the romance angels have to say. Okay, so wedding, interesting. I did not think that is not a card I thought would come out. Express your love and religious factors. Okay, so let me just, I guess the wedding and the express your love do make sense for those of you who are dealing with the stalker type of individual or the ex that can't let the relationship go. I don't know, Aries. I feel like somebody's coming on really strong towards you in regards to love and romance. And this could be that you, like I said, you're already in a situation where you're with somebody, but you were having you were cheating, and you have decided to let that third party go, and I think that may be where the trouble is coming into play for you. Others of you, this can be where you have really tried to get away from an old relationship or situation, and this person is like, marry me, I love you, we're destined to be together, just really playing that up and pushing that really hard on you. But with that Knight of Cups being reversed coming into the near future, I just really feel like you are turning down an offer or turning somebody away, and you're victorious in that. So I don't know, maybe finally somebody who has burned you or scorned you in the past is now coming back to you, expressing their love and saying that they miss you and they want to be with you and they want to marry you and all this. And your vindication is coming into play because you're like, no, that ship has passed, or has sailed on, I should say. Your moment has passed. There's no chance for you. And that might be where your victory comes into play with that Chariot. But there's just some turning down of an offer, okay? And perhaps if you're an Aries male, you had intended to propose to your partner and they actually turned you down. And with religious factors here, this could have a lot to do with your different belief systems and varying lifestyles, okay? Maybe they didn't think that you guys were compatible, or it could go the other way around. Maybe you were proposed to and you have to turn that offer down. It's like you don't see something coming. It kind of comes out of nowhere. And maybe you had like a hint of it, but to the degree or severity, it's like you don't see this coming with the Tower. Oh, and look at that. Okay, so for your sexual magic tarot, these actually popped out. We have the Hermit, which this is the withholding. This is retaining the seed. This is not giving in to sexual desires. This is not having sexual intercourse. This is withholding that, okay? So that comes back to this, withholding, the turning down of an offer. And then we have this Queen of Wands, and this here is talking about undressing. This man is, so captivated by this woman, he wants to stand there and watch her undress. And then this reiterates the Devil card at the center, that, sexual intense passion, that maybe even obsession. And then we have the Fool, which this is, an individual letting go, moving on, moving forward. But then we also have this snake depicted around his ankle. So, I don't know, I really feel as though there's offers being made to Aries in the month of April and you're turning them down. Maybe you turn them down because you are in a relationship. Maybe you are feeling hot and heavy for somebody else, but when it comes right down to it, you're like, no, I gotta be true to my wedding vows, or I gotta be true to my mate. I don't know, with the Tower here, it's just like some shocking turn of events, but with the Chariot, I feel as though you come out on top. You are victorious in the end, and a lot of it has to do with you making the right decision. And, for those of you who are in a relationship where you're dealing with somebody who is hot and cold, up and down, and you just, they get real emotional and moody, with this holding with the Hermit, I feel as though you are, it's affecting your sexual desire towards them and pushing you into a place where you want to let them go and move on, and maybe you're not sure how to do that. Maybe you are married to them, but it's something about the month of April and the way everything plays out for you guys. You're just, I don't know, I feel like you're done. You're ready to move on. If you don't feel like things can improve from the way they've been, you're just ready to let go. So I'm going to pull an advice card from the Healing with the Angels. Wow. So we have answered prayer, Aries. This is a great card. This advice is Spirit saying, listen, you need to trust in me. You need to put your true prayers and desires and wishes out to the universe and trust that they will return to you and will manifest and unfold in your reality. This is the best card in that deck, okay? So if you've had somebody who has really been bothering you and stalking you, and that makes perfect sense with this Chariot card, I feel as though whatever events unfold in April is going to finally allow this behavior to cease and stop, and you're victorious, and this is your answered prayer, okay? Or, maybe your partner is finally deciding, okay, yeah, maybe I do have some issues that I need to deal with, and they go and they get some counseling or they get on some medication, okay? It's just whatever has been ailing you in regards to love and romance, there is a prayer that is going to be answered for each and every one of you in the month of April. And since this is a general reading, it's going to play out quite a bit differently, okay? But with this full card here, if you've been single for a while, this lined up with this answered prayer, I definitely get the sense that there could be something new coming in. Something else that just came to me is, I feel as though some of you met somebody in the past and it was going really hot and heavy, and you even thought maybe you could marry this person, but something in the month of April, it's like that energy that was once stable and strong and moving forward, it's like something about it changes, and you're holding back now. And I think it's because there's just things about them that you didn't know that you're coming to find out, and they're quite shocking. But for many of you, I see a really strong sexual connection going on here, which can blind even the wisest, okay? So answered prayer is what I want you guys to focus on the most in regards to love and romance. This is beautiful energy. It's the best card in the deck, and paired up with that Chariot, I just feel like whatever's been going on or has come to light, you're going to overcome it, and you're going to be victorious, and you're going to be happier in the end than you truly imagine that you could be, okay? So that's what I have for Aries in regards to love and romance for the month of